Hello and welcome back to Future Focus. Today we're going to be making this image grid. We're using React and Tailwind CSS. So as you can see, it's nice and responsive. This is how it looks on mobile devices. Yeah, let's get started. So first of all, we're just going to create our React app or Next.js app, whichever you prefer. So it's npx create next app or npx create React app. We're just going to create a components folder. And within that folder, we're going to create our Masonry grid file. So we're just going to call it masonrygrid.tsx. We're using TypeScript, but you can obviously use just JSX if you prefer. I'm just going to make up a component here. And first things first, we're going to import some images. So we're going to create an array of images, which we're going to map through to display the images on our grid. So I'm just going to create this array outside of the component. I'm going to basically get the images from the public folder. And to do that, we simply just need to add a / and then the name of the file. So square1.jpg. I'm just going to import the other files. So what I've done here is I've got two different image sizes. So I've got square ones and wide ones, as you can see here. So what I'm doing is I'm importing a square one followed by a wide one, or a wide one followed by a square one. So then you can do whichever way you want, but I think it looks better that way. You see the grid in total. So now I'll just import the rest of the images here. Cool. So now what we need to do is we just need to create our container div. So what we'll do for that is we'll just add some classes. So we'll add column1 and then sm column2 and then lg columns 3. So what that means is it sets the number of columns based on the screen size. So it'll be one column on screen size, one column on small screen, two on medium and 3 on large. So that's just how we make the grid responsive. Then we'll just add some padding. So on mobile devices we'll do py10, so that's padding on the y-axis, and then on larger devices we'll do py20, and we'll just add a gap of 4, so that will just add a gap between each of the images. And here's where we need to actually map through the images. So we'll just do images.map, and then we'll have our source and our index for the images. So src is what we'll be using to display the images in our image tag, and then the index will just be the index of each image. And now we'll create another div to contain the actual image. And here we'll just add some classes. So we'll just add a key of index. That's for the map function, just to ensure that every item has a class index. And for the class, we'll just add margin bottom 4, and then we'll add break inside a void. So this tag basically, it prevents column breaks within the image container to make sure that the image gets displayed fully. And now we'll just display our image. So add an image tag here, and then we'll give it the src of src, so that's just the image source, which we've mapped through. And then we'll just give it some classes. So we'll do width full, so it just fills up the whole container. And then we'll do object cover, just to ensure that that the image is displayed fully. And then we'll just round the image, give it a nice rounded look to it. So we'll just round the corners here. Yeah, that's it. So now we can just import this into our component. As you can see, masonry grid. And there you have it. It's really that simple. Create a nice responsive image grid with a few lines of code. As you can see, how I said about the wide image and then the square image on top of each other. Obviously you can style that however you want. You can lay out the images in whichever way you wish, but I just thought that looks better. So here it is on mobile, perfectly responsive. Sweet. There you have it. Catch you on the next one.